Don't pay no mind to a hater. When I spit, I leave a crater. We make bangers, bangers, bangers. We make it bangers.
What's going on, everybody? DGrier here, back with another YouTube video, and today I'm starting a new series on my channel where we're going to go over every single weapon in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I'm going to give a small little review over it. I'm going to show all the different weapon variants of that weapon, and I'm going to tell you my top 3 weapon variants of that gun. Let's get started. So the first weapon we're going to look over is the BAL-27 assault rifle. Now, first off, I am a hardcore player, so all of my thoughts and opinions on this weapon are going to be based on a hardcore perspective. So the BAL-27 is 1-shot close range, 1-shot mid-range, 2-shot long shot, and a 2-shot headshot from long range. The BAL-27 is the fastest fire rate in the assault rifle category with pretty good damage. So, to me personally, this weapon is a great weapon. It's one of the best in the game to me. Moving on to the iron sights. The iron sights are beautiful to me. I love how easy it is to pick off enemies from long range to close range to mid. It's just, they're so clean and crisp. I love them. Now, the recoil pattern on this weapon is a vertical line. It just goes straight up. Now, with different attachments on this weapon, you can decrease the recoil to make it a pretty tight circle. Just with the foregrip, it makes the spread real close together, and I love that. Now, moving on to the weapon variants. Starting us off, we have the BAL-27 AE, the Atlas style. You get this weapon by pre-ordering the collector's edition of the game. There's no stat changes, it is just a different camo. The next is the BAL-27 223. This is the marksman weapon. That means you need 300 kills with the BAL-27 to unlock this. The stats are -2 damage, up 1 fire rate, and up 1 range. This weapon, to me, I would kind of stay clear of, even though damage isn't a biggest thing in hardcore. It's still, to me, 2 damage down isn't that great, so I'm just going to skip over this one. Next, we have the BAL-27 Tactical. It's an enlisted weapon. The stats are +1 to range, -1 to handling. This weapon, this is pretty good. Range is always a good bonus to have, and then handling doesn't really do too much, so I would say this is a good weapon choice. Next up, we have the BAL-27 Assaulter. It is an enlisted weapon. You have +1 mobility, -1 magazine size. This one, honestly, I just stay clear of because magazine size is pretty important, and mobility isn't that great, so I just stay clear of that one. Next up, we have the BAL-27 Carbon. It's an enlisted weapon. You get +1 to damage, -1 to accuracy. This is a pretty good one. The BAL-27 already has pretty good accuracy, and the damage is just going to help you more, so this would be a good one to go for. Next, we have the BAL-27 Virtue. It's an enlisted weapon. You get -1 to damage, +1 to accuracy. This, I kind of stay clear of because, again, the BAL-27 has good accuracy, and you don't want to lower the damage. Moving on to the BAL-27 SPR. It is a professional weapon. You get +1 to accuracy, +1 to magazine size, and -2 to fire rate. This weapon, it's going to be very accurate at long ranges, but I would stay away from it because you lose 2 fire rate, and in hardcore you want a fast fire rate. Next up, we have the BAL-27.308. It is a professional weapon. You get +2 to range, -1 to accuracy, and -1 to handling. This weapon, I would say, is a good weapon to go for. +2 range is going to get you more damage at longer range, so that's what you want. -1 accuracy. The BAL-27's accuracy is already pretty good, like I've said before. And then handling, it does not really do that much, so I would say this would be a good one to go for. Next up, we have the BAL-27 Marksman. It is a professional weapon. You get +1 accuracy, -1 to fire rate, and it comes with a built-in ACOG sight. Now, to me, this weapon, I would just skip this weapon because I simply don't like the ACOG sight. You cannot add any optics besides ACOG. It comes with it. So I would just skip this weapon completely. Next up, we have the BAL-27 Obsidian Steed. It is an elite weapon. You get +2 to damage, +1 to mobility, -1 to accuracy, -1 to fire rate, and -1 to handling. This weapon's stats are up and down, kind of all over. This seems to be one of the favorite weapon or favorite variants of this weapon, the Obsidian Steed. To me, for a hardcore perspective, the 2 damage is good. It's not going to really help. It will help, but it's not going to help that much. The mobility, it's not going to do anything. You're losing in accuracy, which isn't too bad. You're losing fire rate, which to me, I want faster fire rate. And you're losing handling, which doesn't really affect. So to me, this is a good weapon. Lastly, we have the Bal 27 Inferno. It is an elite weapon. You have +1 to fire rate, +2 to handling, -3 to mobility. This one, to me, is a great weapon, especially for hardcore, because you get a faster fire rate, and handling doesn't really do much, and mobility, you're not really losing that much either, so you're just getting another bonus to fire rate. Alright, so now that we've gone over all the variants for the Bal 27, I'm going to give you my top 3 picks for this weapon. Starting us off at number 3, we have the Bal 27.308 Professional. Now, the reason why this is number 3 is because you get +2 to range, making it easier to kill at longer distances, -1 accuracy, and -1 handling. Now, the handling isn't going to really do much, so you can just kind of cross that out. Now, the accuracy is going to be a little bit lower, but you can just put a foregrip on it, and so basically you're getting a +2 range, and that is why I would choose the Bal 27.308 Professional as my number 3 spot. Coming in at number 2, we have the Bal 27 Obsidian Steed. Now, the Obsidian Steed has +2 to damage, which in core helps out a lot. Hardcore, it still does help, but it's not that noticeable. The fire rate on a normal Bal 27 is 850 rounds per minute. On the Obsidian Steed, it's 750. So you lose about 100 rounds per minute, and I like a faster fire rate for me. Your hipfire spread is going to be wider, so spraying and parrying is going to be a little bit harder, and you're going to run faster with the Bal 27. So, for me, the Bal 27, I have mixed feelings. I like the high damage, but I don't like the lower fire rate. I like running faster, but I don't like the wider hipfire spread, so that's why it's number 2. Coming in at number 1 is the Bal 27 Inferno. Now, this is the weapon I want the most out of all these Bals. The reason why is because you get +1 to fire rate, making this weapon shoot 1,000 rounds per minute. That's pretty close to SMGs. Actually, that's really close to SMGs. You get 2 to handling, which is going to give you a little bit better hip fire, which isn't that great, but I mean, I guess it's pretty useful. And then you're going to lose 3 mobility, which you're going to run a little bit slower, which isn't a huge factor. So the Bal 27 Inferno is my number 1 choice. Alright, so that's the end of this video. I hope all of you enjoyed. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And everyone, have a great day.
I don't even know what I'm saying no more. They tell me that I rock, so I guess I'm on a roll moving slow-mo.